How's it, guys? Welcome back and thank you for tuning in once again. So today I'm not gonna do a review. I want to do a discussion about holsters. So last week, if you saw my video, I did a review on my Shinobi Kydex holster, and today I want to compare my Shinobi Kydex holster with this is also a Kydex holster, but it is a bit cheaper. This is one of those mass-produced holsters that I was talking about. So I know this specific company is taking a flack from the community, the EDC community, because of the lack of quality control and them not making holsters up to the standards of other people. So, but anyway, I'm not gonna name this brand. A lot of you guys will recognize this holster and who makes it, but I'm not gonna mention any names. And then this, some type of nylon, and I guess it's cardboard in here. Just look at how flimsy this thing is, and with this type of spring type pocket clip, I really don't know what to think of this pocket clip. It's, like I said, it's nice and springy, but just look at how far I can pull this away. So this just makes me think, how well does this stick to your belt? If I compare it to this one, which I can pull it away, but I really have to pull. With this one, it actually had like a Kydex type of clip on it that looked exactly the same, and that broke, so I had to replace it. And the company has, in the meantime, upgraded to metal clips. So I had to make a bit of a modification there, put in a piece of rubber for the screws to fit. It worked until I decided to upgrade a bit. But anyway, so just a quick pocket dump. So on my right side, still got my Strauss & Co belt organizer with the Bronco leather, blue stitching, and the key clip. It's got a pen. Today I was using the Olight i5T to be able to work, and still have my honey badger in here. Right pocket, I've got the Ganzo G6252, which I tested a while ago. You can also have a look at the review if you're looking for a user knife. Left pocket, my PowerTac M6 from Torch SA. So let's take out the holster, make the weapon safe, and I'll start my discussion. So here I still got my Shinobi Kydex Katana 2.0 spare mag, my CZP07 with the Olight bolt on it. So I'm just gonna drop the mag. I caught it this time. I had a fail last week, but I caught it today. So pistol is empty and safe. So for this exercise, I'm just going to use an empty mag, slap it in here, because my hands are a little bit big and I don't like my little finger riding up or at the bottom of the grip. So uno momento, I'm going to go get an empty mag quickly and put it in, and I'll start this discussion. Alright, so here's my empty mag. You can see the pistol is still safe. Alright, I'm also going to remove my spare mag just for safety's sake. I'm going to just put it on the table there. I don't want any ammunition close to the firearm. I'm also just going to remove my O-light for the pistol to be able to fit in both these holsters. So I'm first going to start with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the holster, and then I'm going to do a few draw tests with it. I'm going to simulate being in trouble, having my hands in the air, gripping my shirt, pull the firearm out and take some shots. Okay, so this one, like I said, it's made of some type of material, some breathable material. I can't really see if it's stretchy. It's got some cardboard or something, some soft, stiff but soft material on the inside. As you can see there, I can bend this thing. Look at that. So on that corner is now obviously causing the weak spot there. And look at that, how it just bends. And I'm pretty sure this thing will get flimsy real quick. And one day is one day, you are going to reholster and shoot yourself in the leg, or if you carry appendix, you're going to shoot yourself somewhere else where no man wants to be shot. So yeah, spring type clip. So I'm just going to put this in, do a few draw tests, see what it does, but let's first see. You see, the pistol barely goes into it. There's an opening there by the trigger guard. Slightest of an opening, but I can see from the other side. From the other side, I can see light coming through, and I suppose that's not ideal. Yes, your trigger is closed, but with this thing gonna turn flimsy, your trigger might just as well be open. So, retention, it's sitting in there. Okay, remember this is with an empty mag, so should I put a full mag in it? See how easy that comes out. I didn't even have to shake hard. Just look at that. And it falls out. It doesn't slide out. So last week with my Shinobi review, the pistol stuck and it slowly came out. Empty mag is in. You can see pistol is safe. So I'm gonna do some draw tests with this. Okay, so first of all, concealment. What can I say about concealment? You can see me printing. Just look at that. So it's comfortable. You can't, because it's so soft, you can't feel anything. But it's definitely not ideal. I'd rather have some discomfort and nobody knows that I am carrying than having all the comfort in the world, but now everybody can see. Let's just see if I move this over to strong side. So obviously my Strauss & Co belt organizer is a little bit in the way, but in real life situations I will move it. So So I guess it doesn't really conceal better because I'm skinny and you can see nothing there, but suddenly there's a bulge, like I'm carrying something obviously suspicious. I don't like strong side, I like appendix, and it's only got the one clip, so it's just it's in there. Okay, so I'm gonna hands in the air, lift the shirt, pull the firearm out, take my shot, and let's see how this holds up. And immediately, reholstering, you run into an issue where it doesn't want to go in. You have to lift it up, keep it steady, and then with your nice and rigid Kydex holsters, the firearm just goes in. So that's one. Okay, so good thing at least the holster stayed in the belt, didn't pop out. But I have to say this thing is so soft. I wouldn't trust it. Alright, so next up, the mass-produced Kydex holster. So firstly, yes, it's nice and rigid. It's got an okay clip. This served me well for about 2 years, except that I had to change the clip. But there's absolutely no way of setting retention. So what you get from the factory is what you're gonna have until the holster goes and you have to replace it. So you can see there's only one part of the holster that keeps it together, because it is folded over there. There's only that one point of contact where they fasten the two sides together. So firearm in, so it sits nice and tight in here. You can see the muzzle just sticks out there. I prefer it to be a little bit longer than what the muzzle is. There's a cutout for your trigger guard to fit in, and it sits. It's got very good retention. And there the pistol comes out after shaking it very hard. Now once again, empty mag. Let's try that with a fully loaded magazine. Okay, so just a single shake and it falls out. But it's in there tight. But just gonna put this away again. Empty mag. Pistol is empty and safe. Let's do some draw tests with it. So obviously this holster is actually made to carry strong side, but I'm not keen on carrying strong side. I like carrying appendix. This was my very first holster, which I bought knowingly it is a holster for strong side, but I carried it appendix. Like I said last week, a little bit of discomfort in the beginning, but not that bad. I got used to it. Okay, so let's concealment. I print a little bit, but not as bad as with the nylon holster. Okay, so once again, I'm going to do 5 draw tests, hands in the air, lift the shirt, get my grip, pull the firearm out, get it out, take the shot, and then I will reholster. And then it pinches me. You can also see with the position of the clip and the way the firearm is sitting, it's actually supposed to be strong side because it's tilted slightly forward. So obviously that is for when you carry strong side, to pull the firearm out forward towards your chest, line it up and take the shot. So with me carrying it now appendix, I basically pull it out towards my left shoulder, but there I get my center point, bring it out and take the shot. Okay, so this holster fared alright. I basically keep it as a backup should something happen to my Shinobi holster until I can replace that. So far, this miles ahead of this. This thing is fine to put an airsoft pistol in it when you go and play on Saturdays or Sundays, if you want to go play airsoft or something like that. I would not recommend buying this to EDC. This one did fairly well. This one has got a nice and high sweat guard. Could have been a bit higher in my opinion. But yeah, and maybe a little bit broader, just to have a bigger contact point on your body, because this tends to stick into your skin a little bit, but that's all right. So now, Shinobi holster. So obviously at this moment, you'll see pistol is just as it came out of those. Now it's got no retention, but O-light on. Pistol is still empty and safe. And firearm is in. And that little contact point is enough. It slowly pops out. And that little contact point of the Boulder Mini is enough to keep this pistol lodged in. And it comes out slowly. So last week I showed you guys how nicely it is formed to conform with your body. Just look at that sweat guard. It doesn't come up as high as this. So you can see there, it's about a 25mm difference, and it's got a broader point of contact, so it doesn't stick into your body. The only part of this that makes contact with your body is the grip, and this whole thing is obviously a bigger contact point, so you will have less discomfort. Okay, so concealment. It's only my belt sticking out, so it just looks like I've got a fat roll. You can see there it is. Conceals a lot better than the other two, and I'm gonna do my 5 draw test again, and let's see the difference. With drawing, very similar. This one conceals the best of the 3. Now obviously it's got a wider contact surface. It's got the C-clips, which tucks in behind your belt, obviously getting pushed in by the belt. And you've got your claw, which pushes up inside the waistband against the belt, and it pushes it in. This one, it's got the clip that goes over the belt. I can't even remember what you call this clip. Doesn't have a big contact surface, so very compact versus this, but it doesn't even conceal as well. This thing, it's a piece of crap. Do not buy soft nylon holsters. I'm also not a fan of leather holsters. Yes, they look nice. I love leather. They look absolutely beautiful. But also, over time, they get soft. And one day is one day, that leather is going to fold. It's going to get into your trigger guard, and you're gonna have an accidental discharge. So not a big fan of that. Now the difference between these two. I showed you guys the retention from the factory is what you're gonna get. This holster from Shinobi, it's got your retention adjustment screws right there, so you can adjust them. It's gonna pull in on those 2 rubber spaces, and you're gonna have better retention. So my conclusion is, rather spend a little bit more, let's say $1,600 for the entry level Shinobi holster, katana, versus 500 Rand or 700 Rand. I don't know what they cost nowadays. I still paid 500 Rand for this one. Better concealment. You can adjust your retention. You've got your spare mag carrier. That alone will set you back almost 600 Rand. so this one doesn't have it. So you can buy this, which is actually made for strong side. You can get used to it, carry it appendix. It's gonna feel like it cuts into your body with this sweat guard, but you'll get used to it. Not as good clip, and yeah, if you've got a weapon light, you can have one made for you for your weapon mount light. And then you still need to go and buy your spare mag carrier, set you back another 500 rand. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be 300 rand cheaper than this. Then you've got no claw, and you have no adjustable retention. So what it comes down to is go and have a look at different holsters, do your math, see what's going to be worth it. Okay, obviously you're going to take what you can afford. See what's going to be worth it. You might now just think to yourself, oh, I only need my holster. And in 2-3 months you're going to think, I actually need a spare mag, or be able to carry a spare mag. Then you're going to spend the extra. So, and with quality control, because these get made to order, they've got better quality control because they get inspected before going out to the client. Where mass produced, gets put out, it gets cut, gets molded, and it goes onto a heap, put in a plastic bag, and it gets shipped out to whatever gun shop. My point of view is pay a little bit more, even if it's double the price of this. Get yourself a properly made holster with retention. It's got the claw, you've got your spare mag carrier. You're going to spend, all in all, in a few months time, it's going to cost you like 200 or 300 rand more than this. And yeah, that's that. You've got nothing. It's a place for you to put your firearm. When it wears out, it's going to wear out. You're going to have to replace it. With this, when it starts wearing out a little bit, set your retention, and you're good to go again. So yeah, thanks a lot guys for tuning in, sticking with me through this long video. And remember, your safety is your own responsibility. Cheers.